Welcome to episode 194, Buy Back Selfmade Billionaires. Harry Triguboff, Donald Bren, John Tu, and David Sun. This is an outline of episode 194. Why do we study Buy Back Billionaires? Because it's about not quitting. Many of us started a business or multiple businesses have had this experience. When is it time to quit? Well, for most of us, it's when we sold a business for a good profit. Then we can live happily ever after, retire to fishing, golfing, or snowboarding. Let us begin with the dumb one, Harry Triguboff. He is dumb because he sold his company for 50 cents and paid $1.20 to buy it back a few months later. Triguboff said everyone was happy. To me, that is dumb math.
When I started, it was mine.
Yes, that's right. Was that your intention?
Yeah, I wanted to be by myself.
Yep.
I tried to be a public company. I lasted a few months. That was not my cup of tea. I sold the shares for 50 cents. I bought them back for $1.20. Everybody was happy. No problems. Because I was in love with the company. How can I sell it?
Who is Harry Triguboff? He's the richest self-made billionaire in Australia. His parents were wandering Jews from Russia. Somehow the Triguboff ended in Dalian, China, where he was born. He studied high school in Tianjin, China.
Harry grew up in China with his Russian parents.
He arrived in Sydney, Australia in 1948. This is a picture of the small two-story apartment that Harry Triguboff built in the suburb of Sydney in 1963.
I think being clever is very good, but you must like what you do. And it's impossible to like everything. So if you find one thing that you like, then stick to it.
Our second buyback billionaire is Donald Bren. He's not so dumb. In 1970, he sold his company Bren to international paper for $34 million, only to buy it back 3 years later in 1972 for $22 million. Now that is very good math. This is the dumb company, International Paper.
Winding through the lands of two early California ranchos. These large properties were originally acquired in the middle 1800s by San Francisco businessmen. Their names were James Irvine, who formed the Irvine Ranch, consisting of then 110,000 acres, and Jerome O'Neill. Over time, and a long time, I've had the pleasure and the energy to walk, hike, horseback, and four-wheel drive over both large-scale properties, totaling 162,000 acres of land.
James Irvine in 1878 purchased 110,000 acres and incorporated the Irvine Company. This land at the time stretched 23 miles from the Pacific Ocean to the Santa Ana River, community boasting of state-of-the-art transportation programs and systems, an enterprising business environment, stellar education institutions, and a family lifestyle.
Our third and fourth buyback billionaires are John Tu and David Sun. They are co-founders of Kingston Technology in Fountain Valley, California. In 1996, SoftBank of Japan bought 80% of Kingston Technology for $1.5 billion. In 1999, David Sun and John Tu were able to buy back the shares of Kingston Technology for $450 million. You do the math. This is really shrewd move. And now that is really good math. John Tu and David Sun made over $1 billion from the buyback. Now who is this dumb Masayoshi Son of SoftBank? It turned out Masayoshi Son is brilliant. In 2017, he's the richest man in Japan. And Donald Trump invited him to invest in the United States. Let us meet John Tu, one of the founders. He's the older one and definitely very, very loud. John Tu was born in Chongqing, China in 1940. He graduated from Darmstadt Technische Hochschule. Yes, he speaks German too. Let us meet David's son.
How Kingston started? By luck. Yeah. 1987, I do a very short version. It's a pure luck.
David's son was born in Taiwan in 1951. He graduated from Datong Institute of Technology.
For the foundation of Datong Institute of Technology, and in 1963, the institute was established. In 1999, Datong Institute of Technology was renamed Datong University.
And we specialize in memory products. So basically we're #1 memory manufacturer in the world, independent one. We are privately owned with 2 owners. And we have many solutions which basically help our customers with their data storage requirements.
What have I learned today? For most self-made billionaires, it's not money that motivates them to work so hard. They're motivated by love. That is why they bought back their own company, even though they could afford to retire and live happily ever after. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.